everybody, welcome to the video. We're doing the Nate's Art Lab challenge for March, which is to fling paint. We're flinging paint. I'm so bad at the concept of flinging paint. I'm really kind of scared, but we're just gonna do it. Like, I don't know how any other way to approach it other than just do it. So let me just quickly tell you about the colors and what I've got here. I have table scrapings, I have strained, and then I have put just a little bit of water in there to get it to similar consistency as my colors, which are these four colors here. I have Amsterdam, Naples, yellow, red, Amsterdam, olive deep, I have Pebeo Studio Acrylics in Iridescent Violet Blue, and I have Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue. Feeling inspired by the photograph that Nate had put up for us in the Art Lab Challenge group, and it was one of Sarah Mack's pieces, and I was really feeling those same springy floral colors, so we're just gonna get going. Okay, so as far as consistency, you can sort of see that it moves pretty well with the hair dryer. It is a tiny bit thicker than clearly I would use if this was a, Dutch pour, or if the hair dryer was a major part of the success of the composition. But honestly, I did make these paints a little thicker because I'm afraid of flinging this paint and having it just be out of my control completely. I did give a try to the yeet pour, and that went spectacularly horrible. So I'm just feeling like maybe my control is not quite where it needs to be for these techniques. And, but here we are, we're gonna give this a go. So in terms of the consistency of these paints, as I mentioned, a little thicker than I probably would work with normally. They are approximately 2 parts to 3 parts floetrol to 1 part paint, and that is just depending on the brand. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the metallics, the Artist Loft and the Pebeo metallics took a little bit more floetrol to get to the same consistency and to flow nicely. A little bit more than the Amsterdams did. I have this little tool here, and I'm just gonna give this a try. We're just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. I'm just doing it. So I'm just gonna do it and talk a little. I wanted to just talk a little bit about Nate's Art Lab. If you were a little wondering and curious about what that is, basically there's a link in the description if you want to find out a little bit about that. Maybe I want to put just a little bit of base, maybe just a little bit of base for where I'm going to put my puddles for the ninja swipe. Maybe, we'll see. I'm thinking so. So I did put a link in the description about Nate's Art Lab. Basically, if I had to describe it in a nutshell, it's pure collaboration on and off of YouTube. We have our little chat group where we share the challenges and discussions about that, but so much more. We share our work, we share our opinions, we share our stresses, we share everything, and it's super fun. And we encourage each other. So if you're interested in any of that and also have some challenge in your art and a little bit of fun, check that out. Do I want these two together? You know, I don't think it matters that much. I could be wrong. Let's hope I'm not. I probably should have done my puddles a little different. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Oh well, let's see how this comes out. Like I said, we're doing it. We're just doing this. I'm not confident about it at all. I'm really hopeful about it. I would love to get some of those gorgeous garden looking pieces like I've seen. That would make me so happy. But we're gonna just do this as best as I can. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with this one because it's further up than the others, and I don't know. But let's see. I don't even have a technique on this. Guys, I should have practiced this ahead of time, but honestly, every time I practice ahead of time with these challenges, I end up doing so many pieces and I just get lost. So this time we're going straight out. Okay, so lesson, a little less down the canvas and a little more up and out is what I'm thinking. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get under it a little, up and out. This also might not be the best tool because it's a little thick. I wonder what else I might have. Let's see. I mean, other than just a palette knife, I suppose in some ways I could potentially I'm really getting down to the canvas a lot, but maybe that was a good instinct of me putting that puddle there because it is closing together. All right, let me not spend too much time on this one because these are pouring over the edge. Hit the shield that time. But I really scraped the canvas hard on that one. So I might have to just tilt it back a little when I'm done here. Get real messy here. Okay. Oh, this is a bummer, but I think I can deal with that. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do too many more flicks. I don't think I'm going to do any more flicks. I think I'm going to have to figure out what to do over here. I don't want to tilt too much because I like the movement of this. I'm wondering if I just either pour a little more base in there or I wait till it dries and do it with a brush. This, I don't love this base here. Like the base of this flower. I just don't like the shape of it. I like these cells there. All right, well, let's see. Okay, let's definitely pop a few bubbles here. That's a whole nother thought I didn't even think of. You make bubbles with this technique. So now I've got all these bubbles that I have to pop now that I just made by filling in the paint around. So I'm actually feeling really happy with this, and it's kind of an interesting situation because of the whole thing that I started off by saying, like, I'm just doing it. And I'm starting to think maybe that needs to be my approach more often. I don't know, you want to hear something funny? I don't know, there's probably a lot of us out there, but I am like a juxtaposition. I'm like a, you know, what do they say, an enigma wrapped in a riddle. So I love to paint, obviously, and do all kinds of creative things. I am also an accountant. So yes, I know everybody's mind blown at this point, right? And this is what my lesson is right here, right this one here, because I do like it. Stop approaching painting like an accountant. Stop testing and trying and plotting ideas, and just get down there and do it. And I think that's the lesson that I'm getting right now. But I think I am gonna just tilt the tiniest bit to see if I can fix a little of these things here. I don't want to go left to right. I only want to go up and down. What to do. I think I'm going to pour some base coat in these open spots. Maybe I will tilt this down off the edge a little bit more. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna work on these sides and edges a bit. I think I'm gonna pour a little base coat in these bare spots, and then we'll have a close-up look. Okay, so let's get down in here and have a look at it. So what I did was I poured a little more base coat in these empty areas, canvas areas, and then I just did a little more tilting. It meant that my puddle areas had run over the front here as opposed to sort of starting in the base, which is what I sort of had envisioned and wanted, but it's okay. I still really like this piece, and I'm really glad I tried this. I almost was feeling a little overwhelmed, so I almost didn't do this challenge for that reason, and now I'm super glad I did. And to sort of sum up what I was trying to get across before, I guess I should just really look back to what Nate always says, be fearless. That's what I learned today, is that, you know, it's okay to watch some videos and come up with a plan and make sure your paints are a good consistency, but that should be about it. Like, just get in there and get painting. So, and look at that spirally area, so cool. That's what I was hoping for with that yeet that one time and never did get it. I basically just got paint flung all over the room that day. So what I do kind of anticipate on this is the base drying so dark that I might lose some of this, the effect of all of this, but all that tells me is round 2, do it again with some different color values, and super fun. I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad you were here. Stay tuned for the dry results. We have some dry results of this one. We got some good coverage of the colors, but as I was a little afraid of, the background is pretty dark. So wherever there isn't the yellow red, it's, you know, not as vibrant. So I definitely want to try this again with a different base. I'm thinking like a lighter green. But this was a super fun process, and I love this piece. Thanks for being here. Come back and paint with me again.